You know, the thing with Bruno is, so he gave the ball away, I think, 13 times just in the first half, where it's just not working for him. But then he wins you the game. He gets you the equalizer in a way with a great ball for Elanga. Okay, Ronaldo, not really sure what he's doing, trying to tackle. And then Oblak, I think, is far from good in goal on that goal. However, the ball from Bruno is perfect. Yep. So you almost acknowledge as a coach or even as a fan or whatever that, he will take a lot of risk and he will give away the ball a lot because he's trying sometimes too hard, as you said, or something too complicated. But then eventually one will go through and then that will be your goal. Or would you want him to mature is maybe too strong, but you want him to think a bit more of, okay, when do I pass the ball? When do I try something hard? Keep my game simple, or you just take the risk for the benefit at the end if there is benefit.
I think the 13 giveaways in that first half isn't a normal thing for Fernandes, even though I don't think he's played that well overall the recent weeks.
He tends to give the ball away a lot, but because
13's heavy though.
Yeah,
13's
heavy,
especially in one half. So what I would say is, I think as a manager and as a teammate as well, you want somebody who's going to be reliable. You want them to take chances, but you take chances in the final third. Because on a different day, some of those sort of turnovers which he gave, if it was against a side that was in better form, who had a better attacking threat, then you punished over and over and over, and then you'd be lucky to see him even come out for the second half, because at that point, he's potentially cost you the game. So I think there is a thing there, because you understand some people will try passes which aren't necessarily always going to be the safest ones, but there's still a balance there. You have to be reliable. You can't just be giving the ball away, because for some sides, you give it away and you might not see it for 2-3 minutes. And before you know it, the people around you don't even want to give you the ball anymore, because all you're going to do is just waste it. And so then what's the point? Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I just think this all United attacking line, and you know, we can talk later about Atleti, and I thought we said Joao Felix was fantastic. I think Angel Correa brings a lot of energy, and he must be a pain to defend again, because he's always between the line, and he's small, and he's got a very good first touch, and he's quick. Then Griezmann comes on, hit the bar. He hasn't played for 6 weeks, but you've got you've got all those options and assets that you can use. At United, okay, Elanga comes off the bench, scores. From Rangnick, you need to give him credit, because that worked out. Not that there was many options on the bench, but that worked out. Like it worked out on Sunday at Leeds when Fred and Elanga again scored the winning goals. But Rashford, Cristiano, Bruno, and Sancho. Sancho again played in the wrong position, but still, you wonder, why are those four so bad? I mean, what's going on with Rashford? I don't know if you know him a bit personally.
I don't know him. No, I don't know him. It's a strange one. Like, do we just put it down to just him being out of form? Because maybe for every player you can't be in form all the time.
Why is he starting then? Start Elanga, who clearly Rangnick likes a lot and rates a lot, and we all do.
I think Rangnick's in a very interesting position, because everybody knows his tenure as Man United interim manager is very short. He's literally got maybe like 10 weeks left. That's all it is. So some of the decisions that he makes, maybe they won't be treated with the same amount of respect as a manager who you know is going to be there for another 2 years, who's set in his way, and this is what it's going to be. So I think for some players for United, like, I think he probably believes he'll get more from Elanga being able to come off the bench because he's excited to come on, than somebody who now is leaving the pitch to go and sit on the bench. So say someone like Rashford or whatever, like, I'm sure he wants to play for Man United, sure. But the ego is always a thing. It's always a thing within football. And if a youngster's playing ahead of you, if somebody's thinking, well, why am I not being selected? Because when I think I'm good enough to be playing, that doesn't necessarily always bring out the best. Like, there's a conversation going on now about, like, because Ronaldo's output's dropped down a bit, should you put him on the bench? And I think Ronaldo on the bench, coming on for 15, 20 minutes at a time, you're not going to find the best version of Ronaldo. Like, you could maybe find form starting. He's not going to find it on the bench. So I think for some of these guys, they're being put in, and the manager's almost like hoping they can show basically what they've been shown in training, I imagine.
Yeah.
But it's not there. And it's weird, because on paper, like Sancho, Rashford, Ronaldo, and Bruno Fernandes should be fantastic 4 players up top. Yeah. But instead, there's been something whereby the link-up doesn't work. Maybe the belief isn't there, or people falling out of form at the worst time, and they end up in a situation where Ronaldo gets one touch in the box. Like, that should never be the case.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.